Well, hello and welcome. For today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. I wanted to go over one of my favorite hobbies, and that is this thing you see right in front of me. Well, not exactly this thing, but what this thing represents, and that is guitar. I love playing guitar. I started when I was very little. I think I was probably 8 or 9 when I started playing guitar, and then played for about 4 years and stopped taking lessons, but I've always had a guitar, close to me at least. So I've always grabbed it, practiced a little bit and stuff. And then a few months ago I decided to get back into it and back into taking classes again. There's something that I've always loved and something that I always kind of like hang on to, even if I wasn't taking classes actively. It's always something that's in the back of my mind. The fact that I love playing guitar and that I sort of know to a level kind of how to play guitar. So yeah, I wanted to go over why I like guitar so much, what about guitar makes me want to keep practicing, it makes me want to learn more about it and stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so why guitar? Why not something else? Well, you know what? That's because I did try other stuff before guitar, that's the truth. I tried, well, honestly, I tried them after guitar. So I've tried playing violin. I actually took violin classes for a little bit. I also tried playing piano. I never took piano classes, but I did. We had a piano at my house for a little bit, and I kind of tried to play it and stuff. But neither of the two gave me what guitar gives me. I love guitar, and also when I was little, I loved Metallica and all that kind of stuff. And you hear the guitar more than anything else. So the guitar was always kind of what I wanted. And honestly, I guess you can sort of guess about what I'm saying, that the one that I really love is electric guitar. And I do have one, which I will show in a different video. But this is kind of my go-to guitar. This is my Taylor electric acoustic guitar. This is kind of what I practice with whenever I just want to play a little bit or stuff like that. And I love this guitar. It's not a cheap guitar by any means, but it's not a super expensive guitar either, and I really love it. I'll make a review of it in a different video, just because I really love it that much. But I just kind of wanted to go over why I love guitar so much. And I mean, obviously that's kind of like a little bit of background on me. I love Metallica, kind of the bands I listen to were all kind of guitars and stuff like that. You could do hear the solos and stuff like that in the background. So that's partly why, but that's not the only reason. I've always liked to make stuff. I've always liked drawing. I've liked working on my own cars, working on my own stuff and stuff like that. There's something about playing guitar that I always just love. The amount of versatility that is in one of these, the amount of notes, the amount of noises that you can get out of guitar, I think they're really cool. And I think that's kind of what grabbed me. Plus all the songs I liked were on this thing, right? But once you start getting past like the beginning stages when you're all excited and stuff, I think what made me stick with the guitar and not switch to the violin or the piano or stuff like that is the versatility that it has. It's just really cool how you can have a super mellow, kind of really calm melody, or you can go full on Metallica, right, and just that sounds terrible. Don't do that. But you get the point of what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just so versatile, and it's just a lot of fun, honestly. And I think it's also a really healthy hobby, to be honest. We live in a world where everything is virtual now, right? The computers, the video games, even work, even school right now with COVID, everything is done through the computer. And more music is coming out that it's also made in the computer. Which originally, when it started happening, electronic music and stuff like that, I hated it. And it was partly because of the guitar, because I really love guitar and electronic music, and I got just rid of the instruments, right? And replaced it by keyboards and stuff like that. But I think there was a time where all I heard was electronic music. Now we're kind of going back to electronic music still being there, but guitars and stuff like that. they're not going away, and there's still things that a guitar does that even if you have a perfect recording on it, you can't just emulate what someone else might bring out of a guitar, because just a different hand touching it can make it sound different, and that is really cool. And I don't know, I just love the guitar, and like I said, I think it's a very healthy hobby to have. So I'm very happy that I have this and that I like this hobby, because I'll be honest, most of my hobbies are really expensive and really I don't know, like video games are super expensive. Having a computer that is able to run them is really expensive, and then you're glued to a screen, right? Or for example, my bikes, like motorbikes and jeeps hobby that I have, again, it's a lot of money, and it requires me to spend lots of money on gas and on tools and everything to go out. And don't get me wrong, like I said, this guitar is not cheap, so playing guitar is not a cheap hobby either. But in the grand scale of things, the amount of money that it takes to buy one of these, which is a super good guitar that can play a lot of stuff, or buy one Jeep like the one that is outside and get it to the point that it is now, it's a lot more money to get the Jeep, believe me. So in the grand scale of things, guitar can be as expensive as anything, but it doesn't have to be, and it can stay pretty cheap. So I think it's a great hobby. It's a really healthy hobby. It gets you away from the screens, and it's just so much fun. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over my guitar hobby thing. I will be making a video reviewing this, and also my electric guitar and stuff like that. So hopefully you like music content, because I have a feeling that this channel is going to have a lot of music content, because I really like my guitar. I was thinking about what I wanted to make a video about and what I wanted to make videos about, and guess what keeps coming to mind? This thing. So yeah, you'll probably see a lot of this thing. Yeah, I will leave you with a little playing of mine on this thing, which will probably sound terrible because I don't have a microphone or anything, but yeah.